Good afternoon, mind healers, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And fantastic to have you join me today and spend just some minutes of your day listening and trying to figure out why we're here, what is going on right now on this planet of ours. I've been listening to a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people in the world, you know, friends and family, and so many people are so fearful of this particular virus that is going around, even though we've been told, there's a 99.49% recovery rate. Is it real? Yes, of course it is. Can you recover? Yes. Can you die from it? Yes. 0.05% of people have died so far from this very rare biogenetic virus. Yes. So I'm going to agree with you there. But let's have a talk about the real bad egg in the room. And that is some of the governments that have been making promises when they were elected, and they've made promises when we very first started out on this journey that we're on right now with this particular virus. And there's a lot of promises that were made by premiers and presidents that they are not keeping. And you've got to think to yourself sometimes, and being a spiritual person as I am, I'm getting, about all the things that are going on at the moment. It's like warning, Will Robinson, warning. I really are getting lots of different energies shifting through my body. And sometimes they're not good energies. Sometimes they're energies that there's a lot of fear out there, and a lot of people are scared of this thing. And I have to say, I really don't know why, when there's that much of a recovery rate. I'm sort of just using my common sense here about what's maybe going on here. And I understand that if you're over a certain age, you do have more chance of dying, but pretty much if you're a healthy person and you've got a good immune system, etc., then you're going to recover. It's a weird bit like having the flu, really. And I've heard numerous amounts of doctors that are not in mainstream talking about this and trying to get the point across that you don't need anything, that you can survive this by using other natural remedies. But sorry, that's my dog. My son's just come home. He's saying hello. I just wanted to, say that I've heard the government make so many promises time and time again, all the majors. Can't say I really trust any of them anymore. And that's a real shame, because the government works for us, the people, as do our police force. And if we can't trust those people, then there's really not much left, is there? We have to trust each other and love and nurture each other and try to find the truth in all things that we do, including what we put into our body and the information that is fed to us. And the unfortunate thing that I see is a great divide, which is so sad. Not unity of supporting each other, no matter what your choice is. I mean, right now, some people think some people are fighting just about not having something taken. But I don't think that's the point at all. I think some of these people feel that our general freedoms are being taken away from us. And that's our general choice of freedom, day in, day out, about being able to cross the road without having to, get a license for it, about having to have so many rules and regulations and red tape. You do not have the freedom of movement on a day-to-day basis. And some people may or may not feel that, without me doing this particular thing, I'm never going to have that. But sorry, the news flash is that as soon as you give in, then the rules will get worse, because you've actually allowed them to take control of your body, sadly, but B, also you've allowed them to make the choice for you. And I just think it's really sad that so many people are taking and going against their creators' wishes to have this put into their body just for saving their job, and I totally understand. But who's to say that things may not change in the near future? Because, you know, us warriors, we're fighting for that freedom for not only us, for our children and for the generations to come, because they truly do deserve it. And some of the things that are going on now, whether you're religious or not, are in our revelations, including the mark of the beast. And, you know, that mark could be that. Who knows? I don't. But if you are that way inclined, you may like to do some research on the revelations, because a lot of the things that are in the revelations have been happening over the last few years. And I think that we, you know, have been maybe shown that we can no longer trust people who are in authority. I don't think so. I mean, you know, I lost that trust many years ago, way years ago, 40 years ago, you know, and I thought, well, who are these people telling us what to do? Are they better than us? No, we're all born equal. But they seem to think that they're going to make a better decision than us, and we've got common sense, and we're pretty intelligent human beings, right? But the thing is that with all this going on, there are many people that are feeling very stressed about their lives. And I want to assure you that there are ways that we can deal with this, because the Great Divide is not something to be proud of. It's something that we need to take on board, that it's all about choice, that's all. And I really am pro-choice. I want people to be able to make a choice for themselves. I don't want people to feel that they're forced into it. The amount of people I have asked the question and they have answered, I wouldn't have done it, but I need my job. That's why they're doing it, just because of that. That's a major sacrifice, I can tell you that. And no one should feel pressured into doing that. So how do we do with this? How do we do it? We neutralize our emotions. We accept that other people's journey is different to our own, and we accept that it's okay for them to have made the decisions they make, because it's their life, their body. And like I have always said, choice. Everyone deserves to have the choice, and no matter how you came up with that choice, even if it's under pressure, nevertheless it is their choice. And we have to learn to let go, even if it's the people that we love and we think that something may or may not happen to them in the future. We need to let that go and allow it, because it's their choice. What's my choice is my choice. What's your choice is your choice. As long as you've done all your research and you know that you're happy with the side effects of anything, go for it. I have nothing against that whatsoever. But please don't become stressed about what's happening to other people. We are all on this planet for a reason, whether it's to stay here longer or a shorter amount of time, or to learn something in this lifetime. That's what it is. Nevertheless, some of us are here to be warriors. Some of us are here to continue the freedoms of all humanity. And we choose to do that because that's part of our journey. Our journey is to help fight for the people who cannot have the courage or have the zest to get out and to fight for the freedoms for all of us. There are a lot of us. There are more of us than you may think that are ready to fight for our freedom. Another way to neutralize your emotions, because you may be finding that things are getting intense and your head's all over. You know when you feel like your head's all over the joint and you're blah. I have days like that. What I do is I meditate for at least 20 minutes. Just breathe and in silence. Because when you're in silence, you can have an opportunity to take on board information that you may need to respond to. Another thing is to just sit back and think about the people that you have in your life that are full of love, and be grateful for that. Be grateful, even though you may be divided from certain people in your life that have been in your life for a long time because of the circumstances of the world. There will be new people that come into your life, and be grateful that you have those as part of your support team, part of your support group, and that you're all on the same page. This is not war between the people, not at all. This is do what you need to do, but we all need to unite and know 100% that if we don't fight for our freedom, it will be gone. And I choose that my children have their freedom in the future. The other thing that I've found people have been talking to me about is that there's a lot of information in there. Wow, and it can be a bit like information overload. Depends where you're going for your information. And remember that whatever you want to attract, you will attract. I try to take on as much factual information about what's going on in the world right now. You know, like they say, there's going to be hyperinflation. Have you got spare food, etc.? Have you made sure you've got water? Blah, blah, blah. Now, all we ever hope to do is to prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Always. Have you been saving some dollars? You know, this sort of thing. You know, there's so much information on what could be going on in the world right now that we just need to make sure we've got a lot of backstops for ourselves so that moving forward, we're prepared. And that makes us feel safer. It makes us feel more secure in ourselves, and it makes us feel more powered and empowered in ourselves to know that no matter what happens, we're going to be okay for a certain amount of time. And don't think that I'm not facing different things. I am. With all my family, we are facing everything that everyone else is. But what I do is I believe that things will change. I believe they will moving forward. I believe that a lot of people are realising what's going on with governments, and I realise also that a lot of people are realising that there's not a lot of fair things going on. There's quite a few untruths going on around the place as well, which is directed by those people in authority. So just know that people don't speak up about things that aren't true. A lot of people are speeding up about things that are happening that are the truth. So we need to take that on board as well. Otherwise, why would they bother? Why would they leave their job? Because they can no longer feel that they can do that job anymore because it isn't being totally truthful. So once again, I just wanted to say, the world's not ending, is it? Maybe for some. Who knows? The world always ends every day for somebody. And a lot of people die every year. But we are evolving. You know, we are in very exponential times of change, times of facing reality, times of facing up to what's been going on, and that time for us to be responsible for those we have put in authority, because we did. Although I can't say I always have voted for the people who are in, but nevertheless, they are here. We are in the now. But we can empower ourselves with information, and we can empower ourselves by uniting together, because in the end, it's not just about that one thing, the virus. It's about the freedom of choice. Do you choose freedom? Or do you choose the chain with the lead ball on the end? That is the question. Well, guys, I just want to let you know that I've been going through a lot myself. I've seen a lot of things, I've had a few visions, etc. And it's okay. There's more and more people becoming alert with Bert and realising that there's some things that aren't quite right now in the world. So just take it on board. Love thyself. Love those around you, no matter what their decisions are, because love always wins in the end. Our Creator loves us, and our Creator always wins. And good times will come. Well, bless all. And as always, may the light in me shine light in you. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.